What's going on, y'all? It's your man, Stephen Bardo, coming at you with another edition of Pregame Sauce. Hope everybody's doing well. Dana Taft, Michael Payne, EB Room. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys doing well. Got an interesting game. All of them are interesting in the Big Ten this year, man. It's a juggernaut, night in, night out. But today, reason I'm coming to you so early, Ohio State at Rutgers, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern on Big Ten Network. These two teams played a couple weeks ago. It was one of the more interesting games that Ohio State coach Chris Holtmann said that he's been involved with. Rutgers was up 15. I think they were up 18 at one point and ended up losing by 13. I believe Ohio State outscored Rutgers 52-20 in the second half of that game. There was an injury to Jacob Young. Miles Johnson fouled out early. There's a lot of different things that happened in that game that allowed Ohio State to really go away and win in the second half. But today will be a little bit different. We've got some injuries and things of that nature. Omoruyi is supposedly still out for Rutgers. CJ Walker is out with Ohio State starting point guard. He's got torn ligaments in his right hand, so he won't be able to play. So both of these teams undermanned, trying to have the next guy up mentality. But it'll be an interesting game today. So with CJ Walker being out, the key for Ohio State is point guard by committee. Jimmy Sotos is a Bucknell transfer, capable lead guard. I don't know if he's quite as dynamic. I don't think he's quite as dynamic as CJ Walker. So Ohio State's going to have to do a few different things. Dwayne Washington Jr., outstanding two guards, probably going to have to do a little bit of point guard work along with Sotos. And Ohio State's versatile. I'm sure Justice Sewing can get it off the glass and initiate. I think E.J. Liddell can do so. Kyle Young. They're a versatile group, but they're going to have to do point guard by committee today because C.J. Walker is out indefinitely with torn ligaments in his right hand, not his shooting hand, thank goodness. Key player for Ohio State, Justice Sewing. Justice Sewing was playing very well pre-Big Ten Conference. Since he's gotten into conference play, he's averaging only 6.5 points a game. He's 1 of 14 on his last three-point shot opportunities. So that's got to improve when you lose a guy like C.J. Walker. He wasn't really scoring the rock a ton. He was averaging, just shy of 9 points per game, but his leadership, his ability to set up his teammates because he was the leading assist guy. Justice Sewing, even though he's at the forward position, has some of those qualities, some of those capabilities that he can set up his teammates. Greg Boysaw was good. Kenny Williams was happening. Adam Randall Singer, good to see you. So Justice Sewing will be key. He's got to get going. He's been struggling offensively. He's got some unique skill set that can set his teammates up to score, but also get him freed up. For Rutgers, the key for Rutgers is rebounding. In the first meeting between these two teams, Ohio State was plus 20 on the glass. And Rutgers is traditionally, under Steve Peichel, a really good rebounding team, but they were beaten up a little bit. Cliff Omoruyi, we don't know if he's going to be back for Rutgers, a talented 6'11 freshman. We don't know that he'll be back today. But the front line is not. Miles Johnson is there. Mamadou Doucouré can step in and play reserve minutes, but they're not full strength up front. Ohio State was able to take advantage of that in the first matchup. So Rutgers really has to rebound the basketball. The game is at the rack at Rutgers, and Rutgers is 6-1 this season, only having lost a 2-point loss to then, I believe, Iowa. Iowa was top 10, obviously, but I don't know the exact ranking they were. But Iowa came in and was able to beat them. But that's the only loss that Rutgers has at home. I think they only had one home loss last year to Michigan. This is a very good team at home in the rack, but they've got to rebound the basketball against Ohio State because they were dominated on the glass in the last matchup. Sang Sil, good to see you. H2HD, thanks for joining. And the key player for Rutgers is Jacob Young. Jacob Young really makes this Rutgers team go, in my opinion. He leads the conference in steals. He gets guys really good shots, but he was struggled against Michigan State, only 5 of 18. And since C.J. Walker is out, the starting point guard for Ohio State, I think that Jacob Young, probably the fastest guy in the Big Ten, can really try to take advantage of Sotos and even Dwayne Washington Jr. if because he'll have to guard him as well. So Jacob Young could have a big game today because he can get downhill with the best of them. He can create. He lives in the paint, creates a lot of problems for opposing teams, and he'll want to bounce back after the poor shooting performance he had against Michigan State. Rutgers looking to bounce back. They've dropped 3 of the last 4 games. This is a quality Big Ten team, as is Ohio State. It may not be as glamorous looking on the outside as a Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan State game, but these are 2 quality Big Ten teams that I think you guys will enjoy seeing. Greg Boysaw, whose schedule in the 10 is the most favorable for the second half of the season and why? Greg, I got to go and look. As you know, as a former athlete, at this juncture of the basketball season in January and February, I need to look at that. I haven't looked at that yet because I've been Wisconsin here. You know, I've been banging them out, but I need to look at that. And so I don't have that answer for you today, but I will get that. I will get that answer for you. Great question. So yeah, that'll do it for this edition of Pregame Sauce. Please check in. Check in on the game. I'll be coming up at 10:30 on Big Ten Network for the pregame show. I'll do a hit right at the top of the hour. So if you guys want to tune in on that, you can check that out as well. But the game is 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, noon Eastern on Big Ten Network. Hope you guys tune in. Sam, go Cubs, go. Good to see you. So I do it for this pregame sauce, y'all. Have a great Saturday. Love y'all. Peace.